As we enter 2024, we undoubtedly carry new hopes and aspirations. However, on the heels of the success and growth we crave, it is important to highlight the urgency of avoiding the mistakes that can become roadblocks on our journey. This year provides a unique opportunity to reflect and chart a wiser course, ensuring that we don't get stuck in patterns that could hinder our achievements. In the journey of avoiding such mistakes, we find guiding light in the philosophy of Stoicism. The wise insights of Stoic philosophers such as Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius provide a solid foundation for facing life's challenges. Stoicism not only provides a deep understanding of ignorance and fear, but also presents practical principles on how we can respond to the events and challenges we face in 2024. In this video, we explore 7 critical mistakes that we should avoid in 2024. Each mistake holds the potential to hinder our personal growth and fulfillment. By engaging with Stoicism, we can understand that through self-control and resilience, we are able to direct our steps in a more meaningful direction. As Stoic elders have taught, knowledge of mistakes is the first step towards improvement. Let's together explore and understand how to avoid steps that may hinder our journey in 2024. 1. Ignorance. Ignorance leads us to a deep understanding of how we can navigate life wisely. Recognizing what is truly within our control is the first step towards true wisdom. As Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, put it, realizing the limits of control opens the door to directing our energy and attention to the things we can manage and control. Often, we get entangled in things beyond our influence, which ultimately wastes precious energy and creates unnecessary suffering. In an effort to avoid this trap, we are invited to focus on those aspects of life that are within our sphere of control. This involves understanding our limitations and, last but not least, embracing the power of acceptance. The process of self-discovery and acceptance is at the core of this journey. As we understand our limitations and strengths, we can focus on the aspects that we can control. Self-discovery opens the door to better understanding who we really are and forms the basis of wiser decision-making. Acceptance in this context is not a sign of weakness, but rather the courage to acknowledge reality and deal with it. By embracing limitations and acceptance, we are able to guide our journey with clarity, purpose, and wisdom. So let us embark on this quest with the determination to avoid the mistakes of ignorance, open our eyes to what is truly within our control, and embrace the journey of self-discovery that leads us towards a deeper understanding of life. 2. Fear. Fear, an aspect of life that can often limit our potential and growth. Recognizing the irrationality of fear is the first step to understanding how this feeling can affect our thoughts and actions. Stoics warn us against succumbing to irrational fear, as it can blind us to opportunities and possibilities outside our comfort zone. Facing fear head-on is a courageous challenge, but it is a necessary step to overcome its influence. Stoic philosophers taught us to deal with fear, accept discomfort, and grow through adversity. This is not simply ignoring fear, but facing it with courage and inner resilience. In facing fears head-on, we discover that they often have far less power than we previously imagined. The cultivation of courage and resilience is at the center of this effort. Through the challenge of fear, we build courage to face any uncertainties that may arise in the future. Inner resilience grows from the experience of facing fear, allowing us to remain stable and calm amidst the storms of life. So, let us move forward together, avoiding the mistake of fear by realizing its irrationality, daring to face it, and cultivating courage and resilience to navigate the challenging journey of life in 2024. 3. Anger. Anger is an emotion that can be destructive if not managed wisely. Tempering anger through self-control is a key skill taught by Stoic philosophers such as Marcus Aurelius. It involves awareness of negative emotions and the ability to resist impulsive reactions. By understanding and managing anger, we can maintain the inner balance that is essential for the continued journey of life. The response to the actions of others is an aspect that we can control, as Marcus Aurelius reminded us. While we cannot control the actions of others, we do have power over our reactions to them. This emphasizes the need to maintain inner peace in the face of situations that might trigger anger. By focusing on our own reactions, we can avoid getting caught up in the negative cycle of emotions. In addition, the practice of forgiveness and empathy plays an important role in overcoming anger. Practicing forgiveness frees oneself from the burden of grudges that can poison the soul. Understanding the other person's point of view through empathy opens the door to better understanding the root of the problem and reducing conflict. By doing so, we not only free ourselves from the negative effects of anger, but also create a more peaceful environment around us. So, in understanding and overcoming anger-related mistakes, let us focus our efforts on tempering our emotions through self-control, managing our responses to others' actions, and practicing forgiveness and empathy. By doing so, we can live our lives more calmly, with wisdom, and create harmonious relationships around us. 4. Attachment to the world's possessions and pleasures. The Stoics taught us to let go of attachments to temporary and fleeting material things. In this regard, wisdom lies in the ability not to fixate on material possessions or momentary pleasures, but instead to view them as an integral part of the impermanence of life. Accepting the impermanence of life is the essence of understanding Stoic philosophy. By letting go of the expectation of perfection and permanence in all things, we free ourselves from the disappointment that may arise when reality does not match expectations. It teaches us to live as we are, facing challenges and happiness with greater balance. Epictetus wisely reminds us not to strive for events to happen the way we want them to, but to want them to happen the way they are. By focusing on the present moment, we can find beauty in the simple things and feel the depth of life every step of the way. Therefore, to avoid the mistake of attachment, let us let go of attachment to possessions and pleasures, accept the impermanence of life as part of our journey, and open our eyes and hearts to enjoy the beauty that surrounds us. By doing so, we can find true freedom and lasting fulfillment through understanding the true values in life. 5. Excessive desire. The Stoics advise to maintain moderation and contentment because in this way we can avoid the trap of being trapped in unlimited desires. Maintaining moderation means not letting desires rule our lives. Instead, we take control of our desires, ensuring that they remain in line with our greater values and life goals. Being grateful for what we have is an important element in overcoming excessive cravings. By being grateful, we see the value and abundance in what we currently have. This helps reduce the desire to constantly seek more without stopping. In this balance, we find contentment in the present moment and build a solid foundation of happiness. Focusing on what really matters guides us in managing our desires. Seneca wisely stated that true happiness is enjoying the present without anxiety and not depending on the future. By focusing on the aspects of life that really matter, we can escape the pressure of too much desire. Therefore, to overcome the faults related to desire, let us maintain moderation and contentment, be grateful for what we have, and focus on the things that really matter in our lives. By doing so, we can find a better balance between desire and contentment, bringing our lives towards ultimate fulfillment and true happiness. 6. Excessive complacency. Avoiding excessive complacency is an essential step in the dynamic journey of life. While achievements are something worth celebrating, excessive complacency can keep us trapped in a false sense of security, which in turn limits our ability to keep evolving. Adapt and evolve constantly is the mantra to overcome this mistake. Life is a constant change, and our job is to adapt and evolve with the times. This requires a willingness to learn, flexibility, and a determination to keep moving forward. By adopting this attitude, we not only avoid excessive complacency, but also open ourselves up to growth opportunities that may arise at any stage of life. Another necessary step is to step out of the comfort zone. Comfort zones may provide a sense of security, but real growth happens when we step outside those boundaries. In taking on new challenges and taking risks, we open ourselves up to new experiences and growth opportunities that would not arise if we remained in familiar comfort. Therefore, to overcome the mistake of complacency, let us maintain a balance between celebrating achievements without getting caught up in excessive complacency. Continue to adapt, evolve, and step out of our comfort zones to achieve true and sustainable growth in our lives. By doing so, we not only avoid stagnation, but also open the door to new opportunities and greater achievements. 7. Isolation. Isolation is a condition that can remove important connections that support our mental health. To overcome isolation, the first step is to cultivate community and meaningful relationships. In building social networks, we find emotional support, moral support, and relationships that can provide meaning and purpose in life. Stoics emphasize the importance of social bonds for mutual strength. By connecting more deeply with others, we can overcome life's difficulties with mutual help. Through shared experiences and support, we find the collective strength to face life's trials and achieve together. Pursuing personal growth through relationships is a key point. In interactions with others, we have opportunities to learn, grow, and develop. Supportive relationships provide a safe place to experiment, fail, and learn from shared experiences. In this way, we not only avoid the mistake of isolation, but also open the door to deeper and more sustainable personal growth. Therefore, to overcome the fault of isolation, let us cultivate community and meaningful relationships. Recognize the importance of social bonds for shared strength, and understand that through relationships, we can achieve meaningful personal growth. By building and nurturing healthy relationships, we enrich our own lives and those around us, creating an environment that supports mutual growth and well-being. Thank you for watching this video. Let's commit to making 2024 a new chapter of change and growth. By avoiding the pitfalls of past mistakes, we open the door to a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Don't miss the unexpected adventures that will shape our life stories. To stay connected with ideas and motivation during this journey, be sure to subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you will not only get the latest updates, but also become part of a community of truth seekers who support each other. Be a part of this journey together. Subscribe now and let's guide each other towards wisdom and inner peace. Thank you for tagging along, and see you in the next episode.